I never imagined I'd be the kind of wife who would ask for help with her husband. But then again, I never imagined I'd feel so alone in my marriage that the thought would even cross my mind. My name is Vanessa Harper, and I've been married to Jordan for almost 8 years. We met in college. He was charming, confident, and driven. I fell for him fast, and by the time we graduated, we were already planning our wedding. But the man I married slowly became someone I barely recognized. Started subtly. Jordan would come home later and later from work. He claimed he was overloaded with meetings and projects. I believed him at first. He worked in finance, and that world never slept. But I started noticing other signs. He stopped asking me how my day was. He barely looked up from his phone during dinner. When I touched his arm, he'd flinch, not in anger, but like he'd forgotten what it felt like to be touched with love. I tried everything. New clothes, date nights, romantic getaways. Nothing worked. Jordan would smile politely, go through the motions, but his heart wasn't in it. My heart, on the other hand, was breaking a little more every day. It wasn't until one night, after yet another dinner in silence, that I confessed everything to my best friend Rachel. Rachel and I had been close since high school. She was always bold, always honest. We were opposites in many ways. Where I was cautious, she was daring. But that's what made her the person I turned to when I didn't know what else to do. That night, we sat on my couch with glasses of wine, and I told her everything. She listened without interrupting, her expression a mixture of concern and something else I couldn't quite place. "You still love him?" she asked after I finished. I nodded slowly. "I do, but I feel like he's slipping away, and I don't know how to bring him back." Rachel sipped her wine, then looked at me with a seriousness I hadn't expected. "What if he needs to remember what he could lose?" I furrowed my brow. "What do you mean?" "Sometimes people don't appreciate what they have until they see someone else valuing it. Maybe he needs to see what you're worth, what someone else might see in you." Her words shocked me. Was she suggesting what I thought she was? I shook my head, but the thought lingered. Could it really make a difference? Could a little jealousy snap him out of whatever spell he was under? "I don't want to play games," I said. "It's not a game," she replied. "It's a wake-up call." I didn't say yes right away. It took days of thinking it over, of watching Jordan grow more distant, of crying myself to sleep while he snored beside me. Then, one afternoon, after a particularly cold exchange, I called Rachel. "Okay," I said quietly. "Help me. Just don't hurt him." Rachel didn't ask questions. She said she'd come over the next evening. I wasn't sure what she planned, and a part of me was terrified. But I trusted her, more than I trusted my own instincts by then. The next night, Rachel arrived looking stunning. She wore a sleek black dress that hugged her curves and heels that clicked confidently across the hardwood floor. She smelled like jasmine and power, and for a second I wondered if I'd made a huge mistake. Jordan was already home when she arrived, sitting on the couch, glued to his phone as usual. I introduced them casually, though they'd met before at gatherings. Rachel turned on the charm instantly, complimenting his work, asking him about his latest project, laughing at his dry jokes. I watched from the kitchen, unsure of how I felt. A mix of nerves, guilt, and something strangely hopeful churned in my stomach. As the evening wore on, something shifted. Jordan actually laughed. A genuine laugh I hadn't heard in months. He seemed more alive, more present. Rachel leaned in close when she spoke to him, her hand brushing his arm now and then. I knew she was doing it for me, but watching it unfold was like a punch to the gut. I excused myself and went upstairs, needing a moment alone. But the quiet of my bedroom only amplified the voices downstairs. They were laughing again, louder this time. I paced the room, wondering if I'd done the right thing. Was I watching my marriage crumble or being rebuilt? After about 20 minutes, I went back down. Jordan and Rachel were sitting on the couch, closer than they had been before. When they saw me, Rachel